Hi guys, welcome back to Paul Zengless TV.
This is what happens when Loco asks me to hold the camera. So yeah, ha 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 ha. Anyway guys, welcome to Power Zengless TV. My name is Alfiat and together with me is most of the boys. We are reviewing an honest review on Labro Rod by Valerio Kenti. Sole distributor is Bill Bajaj. Unfortunately, he cannot make it today, so we are doing on his behalf. Bill, we're gonna do an honest review, so look forward to it. I'll see you guys in a bit, yeah? Alright, let's go!
To me, the casting was smooth. Quite easy to cast.
How many times do you cast?
Around 4 or 5. But it's smooth. Quite easy. I think it's mostly for CC, fishing.
Mostly for fishing?
Yeah, scale fishing.
Okay.
Although it's a sport, sorry to say, it's a bit soft for me. For my own preference of rod, I would like those kind of like black rock type, a bit higher. Yeah, so but for fishing wise, this rod I would really recommend for those beginners who are looking for slim rods. It's really slim. From the butt section all the way up, it's really slim. And for casting wise, it's actually very effortless to say. Yeah. Decent kind of distance, yes, I would recommend this rod. I would say maybe a HSM, yeah, around HSM or maybe a Primo Synchro.
It's for my preference. This one, if you want to play C6, yes, you can play C6. So for beginner, I think they will like it. For people who like to play soft tip, yes, this is the one. I don't know, it's like very light, very nice. For small size like me, carry this kind of rod is very nice also.
Can you get a distance with this one?
Can, actually can. As long as you get your technique right. It's very comfortable for me to use this rod also.
Okay, honestly, my thinking about the rod is awesome. It's very light and user-friendly, the rod. And if using size 125 sinker, you can get a distance with it and you can hunt fish, good size fish. For beginners, it's very easy because the tip is, I can say it's quite soft. So once you cast right, you don't need to use a lot of force on it. It's my first time holding a very light rod.
It's good. I did to a few distance, quite nice. Might say, okay, for the field casting. Right now, I've been tried both high wheel and low wheel. And for the field casting, what I feel is high wheel is more efficient. I get more distance using the high wheel. When I'm using low wheel, the distance is not that far as I did on high wheel.
Hi guys, today we're reviewing on the honest review on the Labro rod, right? So before I say what I feel about the rod, right, I'm just gonna tell you guys where the rod is from. It's a place in Italy called Labro, not Labrador, Labro in Italy. So the kind of fishing that they have is what do you call that? When the tide goes out, right, it really goes out really far. So they need the distance for that. So this guy, Paliro Santi, he used to build rods for century, and he learned from that. So what he did is he tried to get an easy to cast rod that gives you distance, and you can fish more at long distances, of course. So he built the Labro rod, which is not a parallel butt, it's actually a tapered butt, which is quite rare nowadays in rod building, because Century, Ziplex, they're all parallel rods. The last tapered rod was Conoflex, was it?
Got off like yes.
Yeah, Conoflex. So that's about what, 15-20 years ago already. So they rebuilding the old tech in today's technology lah. That sounds a lot like a kiosk, man. So anyways, that is the backstory of Labro rod, right? By Valerio Centi. Is it Centi or Centi? I don't speak Italian, so I wouldn't know. As for my opinion, right, this current rod, right, which was built to build specification, it's an 8+1, so it's a fishing spec, which is different from a casting spec, which is usually 6+1, 7+1. So 8+1 means that the rod is very sensitive to fish bites or whatsoever. Some people don't like it, some people like it. It's up to preference. On top of that, it's very slim blank. Maybe I think it's about 22 mm. Was it 21 mm? That's very thin. So that if you got small hands, right, is perfect. I got small hands for a guy, so it's perfect. As for the way it bends, right, the butt is very stiff. The mid is kind of stiff, but the tip, most of our guys have an issue with the tip because they find it too soft. But it's my kind of fishing because I love HSM rod, I love Primo Synchro, that kind of parabolic rod. But this is not a parabolic rod, it's a J curve rod. So don't get mistaken. Basically, when you cast, you need to get into the butt, which is a lot harder than spoken. That's why most guys, I cannot feel the rod lah, or the rod is too light. So yeah. That being said, it's good for beginners. If you have a chance, get it, because it's quite rare in today's modern rods. Ziplex, Century, so on and so forth. The usual, you know, the usual modern guys lah. So I would really, honestly, you guys get it. It can cast 150 grams. Most guys here don't believe that, but that's because of the guide spacing. But the way I cast it, easily 150 grams, and it's already a good curve, a good compression on it. So it's a very easy rod to cast. And if you're learning, yeah, that's one of the good rods, right? So I would like to say thank you to Bill for borrowing his Labro rod today, Labro Rod Sport. I would like to thank you to Valerio Centi for, you know, bringing this rod into Singapore and we're allowed to test it. We love it actually. It's meant for fishing and muy perfecto, eh?
It works in Singapore.
It works. Except for certain places lah. I mean, if you're talking about clean to mixed ground, perfect. East Coast, Pasir Ris, Changi, perfect, right? But if you're talking about jetty fishing, not so, right? So that's all. I hope you guys understood what we're talking about. Some of us might be but the rest of us, yeah. Basically, you know you can trust me, right? Peace out, yo. Bye.
Oh well, did you mean it? Let's go back to the start, yeah, before you fall apart. Oh well, did you mean it? I'll tell you this again.
Ziplex, Century, oh, bye. So on and so forth.
Berat cakap. Hey, go. Oh, Tommy Farmer. Tommy Farmer. Tommy Farmway. Oh, Farmway Pasir Ris.
Jaga kat atas kan.
Dia. Hai, nanti kagak kangen Sol.